Superior Shelby. Good morning. You know what they say, friend, the earliest bird gets the worm. Well, this is that type of situation. In this live stream, I'm going to go over a $2 million grant. So this is like your wake up call to encourage you to apply for free money opportunities that you shouldn't be missing out on, okay? So as you know, I haven't had my coffee yet, so this is the kicker to the morning. This is usually my morning routine, so I'm just gonna go over my grant spiel. If this is your first time here, welcome in. I wanted to give you guys more of like a home-like feel, right? Because I'm your business bestie, and this is what we do. Now, for the past 3 days, I've actually been talking about this $2 million grant opportunity that you and I can't afford to miss. Now, it's a four-step process, 7 months long process, but so worth it because it's $2 million. And honestly, the majority of us is not going to make $2 million in 7 months, okay? So in this live stream, I'll dive deep into it. But before we get there, best friend, let's make us some coffee, okay? Let's make us some coffee, get the voice together, and get the day started. I hope you guys are having a really great start to your day, okay? I am. I literally just woke up. For the past couple of days, I could not sleep by knowing that there is a $2 million grant out here for startups and for small businesses. Now, if this is your first time ever getting into grant opportunities or learning about them, let me school you a little bit, and then, we'll dive deeper into the $2 million opportunity, okay? All right, so grants. Keep in mind that grants is free money that we don't have to pay back, right? No credit checks, no personal information needed. Say good morning, Murphy. Good morning. Okay, so no personal information needed, no bank statements needed, no credit checks, no tax returns, none of that stuff, okay? Because it's a grant opportunity. A grant is simply a free reward that you can receive from either a company like Wells Fargo, Walmart, Amazon. You can also get this free money from the U.S. Treasury, like the government, and then also from foundations like, Hello Skip and Hello Alice and all those places I'm talking about. Free money, all right? So there is 4 different ways that you can get approval of a grant. One way is simply through a first come, first serve opportunity. Now, we saw that with the pandemic small business funding, the PPP, and all of that good stuff, okay? This is real Colombian coffee, y'all. Stay with me, okay? We're gonna be up. All right, so first come, first serve opportunity. Now, all you have to do is apply for those grants. We see those grants a lot of the time through the SBA, right? Through the grants.gov, which is the government website for grants and things like that. Another way you can get approval of a grant is simply through a pitch competition. Now, a pitch competition is like Shark Tank. This is when you are creating a video, some type of 10-slide PowerPoint, explaining what your company is about, the mission, vision, values, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and all of that good stuff. It's a pitch, right? So a pitch deck, that's our pitch competition. Another way you can get a grant is through a random raffle or drawing. So you still gotta apply, friend, in order for you to be in that raffle pool. So we see a lot of those grant opportunities with those Hello Skip opportunities I'm talking about here on YouTube a lot. Those easy to apply grants, those Hello Alice grants, or those grants that you might see a lot of other grant writers and small business, people who help you get funding. You probably saw a lot of those type of grants. Those grants are like raffle grants. So once you apply for the opportunity, they randomly pick out of the applicants who the candidate is, okay? So that's how that works. And last but not least, the last way you can get approval of a grant is simply through a full judgment. So this $2 million grant, this is pretty much how they choose the individual. They go through the documents that you uploaded alongside with your application, and they take us a certain amount of time frame, usually about 30 days or so, to make the determination on whether or not you're the perfect candidate for that grant opportunity. Okay, but hold on, friend. You got to have faith and believe that you are the perfect candidate for that opportunity that you are requesting, right? And you are. You have an amazing skill. You have an amazing idea. You're out here problem solving, or you want to do that, and you simply lack the funding or the capital, right? The money you need to be able to do that. This is where these grant opportunities come in. We're so programmed to believe that we have to get loans, lines of credit, and credit cards because those are easy to apply opportunities. opportunities with quick turnaround times, but we do have to take accountability and responsibility and develop a banking relationship. And it's a lot of pressure when you take on those opportunities. I have clients now that I'm writing grants for that they have hundreds of thousands of dollars in business debts that they have already acquired from the pandemic and all the way up until just most recently. They were not understanding, or they forgot the simple fact that, hey, eventually you got to start paying this stuff back. And if in the event, right, because ebbs and flows in business, where business is slow, you still have to pay that loan, line of credit, or credit card back. And this is why a lot more small business owners are getting into grants, because businesses from the pandemic, prior to the pandemic or post-pandemic, that receive a lot of loans, lines of credit, and credit cards when they were just printing out money and giving it away. Well, a lot of small business owners now are feeling that back end effect. We're paying back our SBA loans. We're paying back our, some of us didn't apply for the PPP forgiveness. So some of you guys are paying that back, and other credit card and debts that you had acquired during that pandemic time. So you understand that even when business is slow, even when you don't have clients, even when your systems or your software or your equipment is not working, you still have to pay those opportunities back. This is why I like grants, because grants are literally other people's money to give us the advantage so we can work this capital and scale, not to put us in a situation or not to give us an opportunity that we truly don't know how to handle at this moment. Okay? So, grants, free money. Now, 3 main websites that I use to search and apply for grants. Get ready to write this down, friend, or just go ahead and save this part, okay? The number 1 grant website in the United States is grants.gov. That's grants.gov. Grants.gov is the government website for all small business grants, nonprofit grants, or, just grants in general, okay, for the U.S. Grants.gov. Now, if you are a startup and you're just getting into the grant, applying and stuff like that, I advise that you do register your business through grants.gov, but that's not really going to be the website that you would go to apply for grants for your startup. That's not the website you would go to start your grant writing journey. You need to comprehend and understand how the logistics, which is how the grant workflow works, okay? So in order for you to understand that, the next website I'm going to tell you is the perfect website for you to join for free today, for you to be able to apply for these grant opportunities I'm talking about, and also so you can have an understanding of how grants work, okay? So this next website is called helloskip.com. You guys always see me talking about it here on YouTube. It's a free website that you can join to be able to give you what you need, okay? Hold on one second, y'all. I'm gonna put my mic in so we won't have so much echo, okay? So helloskip.com, that is where you can go to get your, you can apply for grants that serve in your favor, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and put this on. Remember, this is the morning wake-up call. All right, good morning. Those of you who are just joining, give me a heart, a like, or something. Let me know if you can properly hear me. All right, so we can get into it. I got my handy dandy laptop, so I'm going to dive deeper into the grant for you guys, okay? But I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, so helloskip.com, the perfect website for you all to join for free, for you to be able to search and apply for these grants that serve in your favor as a startup, all right? This is the perfect website for you to get your feet wet when we're talking about applying for grants. Do not hire a grant writer if this is your first time getting into grants. The reason why I say that is because you will hire a grant writer, but because you don't understand the logistics of how this works, you don't understand grants, you don't know how they work, you know what I mean? You need to get the experience yourself. Because if you hire a grant writer and then they write the grants for you and say you don't get approved for the opportunity, but you did not comprehend how grants work, and the simple fact that grants are no 100% guaranteed simply because you don't have to pay it back, well, you may be subjected to possibly doing some type of card dispute or being unsatisfied with that particular grant writer or the service, right? So it's best that you actually get the experience yourself. So helloskip.com, it's a free blue and white app. This is a federally certified nonprofit organization to give small businesses and startups the working capital opportunities we deserve so we can scale. All right, so that's the second website. And last but not least, grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is a $40 a month subscription where you can search and apply for grants that serve in your local, your favor, that's in your local area, in your business industry, and that is tailored towards you as the company owner. No matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are, grantwatch.com is a really great website for you to be able to go on there and use the filters that are in place. It's easy to comprehend. It's aesthetically pleasing versus grants.gov, okay? So I gave you three really great websites for you to use. Grants.gov, HelloSkip, right? And then grantwatch.com. Those are the three main websites that I personally use to search and apply for grants for myself and for all of my clients. Remember, you guys, I've been doing this for 8 years. I have a 71% successful grant writing rate. I've helped over 800 small businesses and startups start their business and scale their business to the next level with these free grant opportunities. I myself have went into $30,000 of debt. My personal credit went from a 720 to a 541 simply because, unfortunately, my business, things happen. But I applied for a grant opportunity. I was able to break even the first year I applied for grants, and the additional clients that I was teaching about how to get into my business industry at the time, I put them onto grants, and now all of them have received a grant opportunity of at least $2,000, $3,000 or more. The most I've ever gotten someone funded in grants is $2.5 million, and last year was $750K. All of this I'm telling you is on my YouTube. You can go through my shorts. It's posted there. This ain't no fluff. Okay, I really know what I'm doing. And the reason for why I come on here in the morning to encourage and motivate you is because most likely you've been sitting around talking with your coworkers, friends, family, supporters, and you've been telling them about some amazing ideas, the business you want to start, or how you want to take your financial life to the next level, but you've simply been talking to individuals that don't have the education or the experience to be able to give you the execution steps that you need to take in order for you to go to the next level. That's why God brought you here this morning. So let's get down to these new opportunities. Let's kickstart your grant writing journey. And I'm hoping that you do, at least after this live or sometime this weekend, take the chance on going to those websites and just understanding these opportunities that you have so you can go ahead and have the working capital you need to invest, okay? All right, so the $2 million grant that I'm talking about is through the America's Seed Fund. Seedfund.nsf.gov. This is a federally, a government-funded organization to give us opportunities. The Seed Fund is well known for investing in startups and companies and innovative projects. Okay, they give out they had usually annually $200 million in a pot. On average, they're giving out a $2 million grant to over 400 businesses a year. Yeah, you heard me right. It's only about 15 to 20 of us on this live this morning. So that means all 15 of us can have the ability to get all of the funding that we're requesting, up to $2 million. So some of you may not need a full $2 million in order for you to get started. Some of you guys, your funding amount, requested amount may be $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, whatever that is. But whatever your requested funding amount is, whatever that amount is you need to know that. A lot of y'all don't even know how much you need, right? So let me get into the 4-step process on how to apply and how long it will take for you to receive this grant opportunity. And I'll also give you guys some examples on how you can bring some tech innovation to your business industry. Yes, this is a tech-based grant, but I don't want you to be in the mindset of, oh, because I'm into catering, because I'm into plumbing, because I'm into medical field, because I'm into beauty, oh, I'm not into tech. No, you can bring something new to the table, which will differentiate your company from your competitors, and this is how you are going to be the #1 in your industry. Stick with me, okay? So let me go over the grant, and then I'll go over some examples. I'll ask you guys some questions, and then I'll open the floor for questions and answers, okay? All right, so let's get down to it. You guys know I don't gatekeep any information at all. I love educating you guys because, shoot, at one point in time, I didn't know this stuff, okay? All right, so let me zoom in for y'all. All right, seedfund.nsf You guys see that at the top? You can go ahead and screenshot that. You can also write that down if you got a notepad. I'll leave that there for you for 2 seconds, okay? That is the actual website at the top there, okay? This is the grant that we are talking about. So I want you to go ahead and get that, seedfund.nsf.gov. Okay. Oh, coffee, so good. All right, you guys. So this one is a grant for $2 million. All right, so let's read through it thoroughly. I do have a live stream that's over an hour that I recorded the other day that you guys can actually watch, where I'm diving deeper into like all the topics and stuff. So go back and watch that live stream. I highly advise that you do that to get a real deeper understanding of this opportunity. But I'm gonna roughly go over it for you. All right, so learn how startups can get up to $2 million to develop deep technologies. We'll walk you through our process and timeline and how to submit a project pitch and what to expect along the way. Now, the first step is to go over the basics. The basics is what I actually went over in that live stream that I just encourage you to go watch. It's pretty much giving us all of the different topics and tech ideas that we can get this $2 million grant for. Now, really the first step is to actually submit the project pitch. This is going to be a 4-stage or a 4-topic type of pitch. And it's up, let's say it's up to like 3,000, 4,000 word type of essay type of thing. Once you submit your pitch, you got to give them 30 days after you submitted it to review your project pitch and to determine if you are eligible to go to the next step, which is step 3. So let's go over some of the 4 topics that your project pitch must hit on, okay, in order for you to be moved to the next step. So you must go over the technology innovation. In the last 2 live streams for the past couple of days, I've been giving you guys some really great ideas for your particular business industry. One person, I think yesterday, was getting into childcare. I explained to them that they can actually create some type of app that checks in their children, especially if your children are into like after school care. So when they go from school and they go to the actual childcare facility, they can check in and it will send the parents some type of notification letting them know that their child is ready for pickup. Well, the tech innovation regarding that app idea I gave the person who's getting into childcare, all they have to do right here, up to 500 words, is express the research and development that goes behind that project. Express what is the project, right? And how is it going to work? What are the steps with your project, okay? Or with your new supply or your new equipment that you're bringing to your industry. The second part, you need to be up to 500 words on the technical objectives and challenges. So go dive deeper into how this works. And then explain how your customers or how we need this, right? So another example is I went over, I have a client, he trusted me to apply for the $15,000 Hello Skip live on YouTube 2 months ago. He actually has like over 25 years of experience with doing roofing. But because he's older now, unfortunately, he can't do roofing. So what he wanted to do was create this certain type of pillow that you can kneel on for any type of projects that your service-based businesses that you have to be on your knees, like plumbing, roofing, or home renovations. Well, he can express how persons who are doing those type of services or have those type of service-based businesses, how it is wear and tear on your physical body and how you can actually do your job longer or stay in your career longer just by having this product that he created. He's so deep into it that he actually physically has a prototype that only costs him less than $500, okay? So he's in the second part, you need to go over what that is and then the challenges and how that your product or service or your idea is going to, solve those problems. The third step is the market opportunity. All right. So the market opportunity is how are you going to be able to commercialize this? So going back to the app that I talked about for the child care provider, right? So if you have the app, how can you market? Well, this app can be so good. It can be like a really good security-based app that you can make it, you can commercialize it. You can make it a software, a full check-in software to where like everybody in all child care facilities can use it, right? And everybody in the nation can download this app. So it's easy to scale. 250 words. And 250 words on the company and the team. So explain your background. What experience do you have with this particular industry you're getting into? And who are you hiring on your team to be able to complete this project? Okay? So this is not a lot. 500, 500, that's 1,000. 250, 250, that's 1,500 words. That's a 1,500 word, one page essay that you're literally explaining the project, how your project is going to serve your customers, and then how you're going to be able to scale it using this grant opportunity and the team, the team that you're hiring and your background in this particular industry, okay? All right, so that's how that works. Once you submit the project pitch, friend, then remember you give them 30 days and then you go to the next step, which is submitting the full proposal. Now the full proposal is something much more bigger. Okay, it might be like 30 pages depending on how what your project is. What you need to do is review the solicitations. That's you clicking this hyperlink and reviewing the rules. Register your company. So you have to register your company with 3 different sites. That's also sam.gov, and I'll click on it to show you. And then you submit your proposal. So when you click on the hyperlink, it's going to go into your submission dates. Now we have 3 submission dates left for the as far as in like these next couple of quarters that's coming along. So once you submit your project pitch and you give them that 30 days, say you submit your project pitch today, you have ChatGPT help you out, you submit it today, you have to give them by July 21st. Now, say on July 22nd, they email you, friend, and they say, hey, congratulations, go to the next step. We need your full proposal. You have by September 18th to submit your full proposal, November 6th to submit your full proposal, or March 5th of next year. Now, once you submit your full proposal, you have to give them 6 months to review it. The reasons for why is that all of your market research that went into this proposal, they got to fact check all of this stuff, right? They got to really double check and make sure that there is a need for this innovative project. Don't get spooked, friend, because you've already done the research and you know for a fact that this is needed because you created the idea and you're already working in the field, all right? Or you want to get into the field, right? That comes with market research. Now, these are the 3 sites that you need to register your company with prior to you submitting your full proposal. Sam.gov, all right, I talk about sam.gov on my YouTube. I actually have a $25 course out right now on how to get your UEI number and how to register yourself with sam.gov. This is free. It's an acronym for System for Award Management. Think of this like the trophy case for your business. Any certificates, government contracts, or government grant opportunities that you win goes inside of your System Award Management workspace. Also, all of your codes, right? Your cage code and your UEI number, all of your identification codes will be posted there. This is the perfect site for you to develop your business reputation, especially when we're talking about doing business with the U.S. government. Secondly, you need to register your company with research.gov. All right, this is an online grant management for the NSF community. So it takes up to 48 hours to be fully registered. You need to register for this because once again, in order for you to really submit everything and upload everything, I'm pretty sure, like it says, online grant management for the NSF community. The NSF community is the grantors that is giving out this $2 million grant. So this is where they will pretty much keep track of your documents, your application. Most likely, this is where you will possibly keep track of the status and stuff. Last but not least, SBIR company registry. This is free as well. You need to register with the 2 of these first before you move forward with this one. You will need to have like your things like your UEI number, all that good stuff. All of these are free to register for. You can do this before you decide to submit the actual proposal, okay? Once you submit the proposal, like I said, you got to give them 6 months, all right, to review your proposal. And once it is and once it is submitted, okay, and they give you like a decision or whatever case may be, then they'll let you know, hey, where can we send this money to? Because it is a high ticket grant, it'll most likely be like a wire transfer. All right, so after you submit your proposal, this is what to expect. 1 to 3 months after the submission deadline, proposals are reviewed by the panel of at least 3 technical and commercial experts. The managing program director also reads and conducts his or her own review. Then 3 to 5 months after the submission deadline, in some cases, a follow-up due diligence process will be conducted in which the principal investigator will be asked by the program director to provide additional information or answer questions. The principal investigator, the PI, is literally the person who is putting together the project pitch, the person who is representing the company when we're talking about, in this case, when the NSF or the grantor wants to, maybe they want to hop on a Zoom call, right? Or maybe they want you to submit additional answers or like some type of application. Whoever that person is, the person you appointed, the principal investigator, or you yourself, you will be asked by the program director to provide additional information. Additional information usually means, additional research. They might want to get on a Zoom call to really get an understanding and to feel your genuineship and to feel your passion behind your actual idea. All right. So sometimes that's what happens, 3 to 5 months. Then from months 5 to 7, okay, 5 to 7 months, it says after the submission deadline, we'll notify you whether your proposal is accepted or declined. Official communications by the status of your proposal will be via email to the address listed for the project's principal investigator. If your proposal is awarded, you will receive funding up to $305,000. Access to most of the award funds will happen at the time of the award notification. So, in other words, whatever your funding amount, if it's over $305K, that's fine. Access to most of the award funds will happen at the time of the award notification, okay? So, the rest of the money, you guys will discuss that. But you'll receive a funding up to $305K as soon as you are approved, okay? And you just go through that whole entire status, okay? You're accepted. Visit our site. You will actually be in what's called their awardee section. Each phase, from phases, they have 4 phases because they do this in 4 quarters. You will be in their award selection, okay? If your proposal is declined, we can't fund all of the proposals we receive. Historical phase 1 funding rates, it's between 10 and 20%. It says, we recommend reading your proposal's reviews and the panel summary. If you'd like to speak to the NSF program director for more information, please email them and to schedule a brief call. Now, this is very important because this means you have the ability to do what's called a grant appeal. I don't really talk about grant appeals a lot here on YouTube because I usually talk about this with my Superior Grant Squad. You guys, that's a $20 a month community. We dive deeper into these opportunities. But if you are declined, you actually get a full summary of the reasons for why you were declined and how you can enhance your chances of approvals for next time. You also get a chance to schedule a debrief call. So the debrief call with the program director will really give you clarity and reassurance on how to win for the next phase. So this is an amazing opportunity that you literally cannot afford to miss out on. All right, even if you apply for the this next phase and say you don't get approved, they're still giving you the opportunity to review your proposal and to resubmit and to appeal and to give yourself another chance. This is an annual opportunity. This is not something that is only for 2024. This most likely will be available 2025 and continuing on. America's Seed Fund is a government-funded organization. They always fund projects like this, innovative projects, okay? So even though this is kind of like a tech-based grant, let me give you an example for your particular business industry. This is what I want you guys to do right now. Drop your business industry and what your business is going to do or what you guys do, and I will give you a tech innovative idea, something new that you can bring to the industry so that way you can apply for this $2 million grant opportunity and you can have the capital you need to be different in your industry and to be one of one, okay? So drop your business industry and what your business does. Now, when I did this the other day, I got a catering company. I got a woman who owns a home health aid company. I got a woman who's into the beauty industry. Yesterday, I got someone who's into childcare. I explained I gave an example for someone who's into barbering school or who's doing barbering. Things like that, right? I also went over someone who has like a notary business, a notary company. So, if you, whatever business industry it is, you can bring something new to the table. And that's the purpose of this. Some of y'all need to be challenged, right? Maybe it's not made for you to copy somebody else's business model. They got rich off of their business model because they added something to it. They added their own spice to it. This is your ability to say, hey, I want to get into the transportation industry. I want to get into real estate. I want to get into medical. I want to get into youth and children's and families and development and stuff. But I don't really want to do the same thing, right? Or I do want to do the same thing, but I also want to be a little bit different. This is that challenge, right? And I don't want you to run away from it. I want you to stand on business, friend, so you can. So let me see, we got software development. Well, listen, friend, software development alone is tech. So depending on what the software development, what that actual software would be, right? Or how that will work. What you need to do is create some type of, you can create some type of bot, app, or some type of software to be able to think about what that day-to-day operations looks like for you as the software development company. What can you bring or what can you create that will make that process easier for your client? What can you develop or can you create that will make that process easier for a person that does your job or that's in your career, right? So yeah, this is the perfect grant for you, honestly, friends. So visit seedfund.nsf.gov and apply for it. Okay, real estate. Okay, so real estate, I think I went over real estate at one point in time. For this particular grant opportunity, real estate could be something like Airbnb, right? The Airbnb app. Creating some type of software where people are able to find tiny homes, right? Maybe it can be that. Maybe you're into real estate, but I don't see an app out here for tiny homes. All right, we got Airbnb that say that it listed tiny homes, but we don't have an actual app like Zillow that is specifically for tiny homes, container homes, or like that. So maybe you can create an app specifically for people that are looking for tiny home, like the subdivisions or whatever case may be, or communities, and then, there you go. And then you can actually partner up with Zillow or apartment.com or whatever those other apps are, right? And that's how you would commercialize it, right? So that's one way. Okay, so remember, Catherine says, can you apply with an existing startup? Absolutely, Catherine. So remember, this is for startups, right? So I'm pretty sure that you are just coming in. So this grant is for startups, but the purpose is it's a 7-month process. If this is your first time understanding about grants, Catherine, then I advise that you get your feet wet and apply with grants through Hello Skip. Hello Skip, you can sign up right now. It's free. You can use a high ticket upper echelon grant. This is for individuals who really do are serious, right? You are dead ass serious about like going to the next level. You have been literally, you can't sleep because you have a great idea. You can't even think, right? You can't even focus. The only focus you have, your sole tunnel vision on your product or service or your business that you want to start, right? So this is that grant opportunity. And in order for you to be eligible or to qualify for this grant, this $2 million grant I'm talking about, you have to be willing to bring something new to your industry, something that is tech-based, right? So I'm just giving you guys some examples on how you can be in a different industry. It doesn't have to technically be a tech industry. You don't have to be in cybersecurity technically. You don't have to be into software development. Don't have to be into those tech-based industries. You can actually develop a tech product or supply or equipment or a tech-based type of software for your business industry that will differentiate your company from everybody else in this industry, and that will allow you to scale and drive some type of impact in your industry. Like, for example, the childcare and the catering company that I went over the other 2 days. Right? So there you go. Instant help on the spot. Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you, Shelby. I was going to pitch energy efficient homes, but that tiny home and Airbnb is genius. Thank you so much, Captain. I love it. I developed an app for swapping clothes locally with people from tryout communities. Works like a dating app for fashion, swipe, match, and swap. Oh, I love that. That is super dope. And that's very convenient, especially for individuals who love doing, Catherine, who love doing like thrift shopping. I have some friends back in Orlando and also in Miami that they literally thrift shop for a living. Their content is all about thrift shopping. and how they can create these new clothes and stuff and these, and out of like $2 outfits. But your app can also have, in addition to that, different thrift shops, top thrift shops that we can search for and go to those places. So not only is it for like swapping clothes, or, if I have some old Louis Vuitton stuff that I don't even care about anymore, I'm willing to swap and give it to you for some new Giuseppe boots, right? Whatever it is. Not only do we have that ability with your app, but in addition, maybe you can add that thrift store part, right? That a tab specifically for, like, it can be, thrift or rapid thrift, right? That you can put it right there, rapid thrift. And in this particular tab or this part in your app, we can search for thrift shops that are in the local area, or put in like the zip code. And then like it grades, like say it's listed and filtered in like, the best sellers or whatever, right? So maybe your app can offer that. That's in addition to what you're already doing. And the reason why I chose thrift is because thrift is more community driven, and also for this particular $2 million grant opportunity, you have to express how you're going to be able to drive impact to your community. So if we say thrift, well, a lot of people who are thrift shopping, majority, they're not really into paying full price. They don't see the value in paying full price, or they simply don't have the money, right? They're shopping, they're balling on a budget. So this is giving them that extra ability or motivation, or the extra know-how or awareness of different thrift shops that they didn't even know that was in their area, okay? And that will allow them to continue to shop freely, right? And this will be really good for those single parents who thrift shop or who do swap and all that good stuff for like back to school, right? So yeah, this will be really good. And then back to school time will be very impactful for your app, because then, you got those parents where their kids, they outgrew their school clothes and stuff, and they still got uniforms that they didn't even wear because they grew so fast, but they get to the ability to use your app, and now they can just, swap and do whatever. So this is super dope. You can definitely commercialize it. You can drive impact. So this is the perfect grant for you to apply to, okay? I am helping you guys apply to this grant. I'm actually applying for this grant for you guys and for others. I am a 71% successful grant writer, remember that. So usually for high ticket grants like this, I'm usually charging $3,000 or more. But considering this is a startup opportunity, I am offering the ability to have me and my team to apply for this grant and 4 other grants. So that's a total of 5 grants for you for $420. Okay, so if that's something that you're interested in and you want my expertise, you want me to physically do this for you, to save you the time, to save you the mental stress of trying to figure out if your answers are right, it's okay. Like I said, I have experience in doing this. You can always hire me. If you want to have a one-on-one consultation with me to have reassurance on whether or not your innovative project or your business is perfect for this opportunity and others, then you can always have a one-on-one conversation with me, okay? It's only a $47 call, 45 minutes, and it's so worth it because we're going over your business challenges, your funding challenges, some execution steps you can take today to start making some money, and also grant eligibility, okay? So it's a 45-minute call, $47. The link is in the description of this video, okay? All right, so let me see, what else you guys got? I will be bringing my tech info to you on the first week in July. I am that 2 inventions into one, but separately. Okay, awesome. Yes, what do I need? Hey, Christina, how's it going? Yeah, so as that, I will go over. And then as far as in like what you need to best prepare yourself for grant opportunities, I always talk about this, and it's posted everywhere on all of my social media platforms. So make sure you subscribe, you follow me, because, if you want to know more about these grants and stuff, and you want to be serious about getting this free money to help yourself and to start your business, then I'm really always dropping nothing but gems, like nothing but free gems, okay? Now, to best prepare yourself for these grant opportunities, remember this grant is for startups, so you don't really have to have like your LLC and all that stuff. Yes, having those things do increase your chances of approval though, okay? But if you have a business plan, that is always going to help you out with answering the questions on the applications, and also is going to serve as your document to prove your case as the reasons for why you should be chosen. So a business plan, a project pitch, all right? A project pitch can be a one-page essay like what they're requesting, or it can be a 8 to 10 slide PowerPoint that's not boring, that's aesthetically pleasing, that explains your mission, vision, values of your project or your company. Third, you should have a pitch video. A pitch video is literally a 1 to 3 minute video of you using your camera phone, explaining your mission, vision, values, and how you are going to drive impact with your new business. Okay? All right, so those are the 3 things that I advise that you have to help with your grant writing process, and also to help increase your chances of approvals with grants. Okay? Christina says, I need to apply you to help me apply, or apply for me. That's literally what she wrote. But I'm hoping you meant, I need for you to apply for me, or I need you to help me apply. Christina, let's be real. Your ass ain't got the time. You don't have the time, because this grant can take some time, okay? You have to do a pitch. Do you have your pitch deck? No. Do you have your pitch deck video already created? No. Do you already got your business plan or your full proposal that's at least 30 pages or more, that outlines your SWOT analysis, mission, vision, values, executive summary, that has your market research, your marketing strategy, that has all of your financials and how your cash flow will be? Do you have that? No, exactly. So, Christina, you ain't got to do it yourself, friend. That's why I'm offering the opportunity for me to do it for you, okay? Because I know that it takes time. It's $420 for me just to write 5 grants, including this one for you, okay? This grant plus 4. But if you need a project pitch, a business plan, and all of that stuff done for you, then I can do that for you as well. And that's the purpose of you booking a one-on-one consultation. I charge $300 to do that, okay? Now, I do have a course on Etsy that you can always go to. It's like $20 or something. And it shows you how to create pitch decks. It shows you how to do create a business plan and stuff. All right, so you can gain that course. It's a 40-minute video, and it outlines, how to create a business plan, things like that. Okay, so you do have alternatives. Right now, my whole entire Etsy store is 25% off, so that's usually a $35 course. But right now, I think it's $25. Okay, so $25 course shows you how to create a business plan, pitch, all of that good stuff. I dive deep into that. Or you can always hire me. It's $300 for that. And then if you want me to apply to this $2 million grant for you, and 4 other grants that serve in your favor, so not just this $2 million grant, but also other grants that serve in your favor that you will qualify grants that you'll most likely get approved of, but even though I can't guarantee, but you'll most likely get approved of, then it's $420. How my process works, there is 2 consultations that you get. You get a consultation prior to the service and a consultation after the service. It takes me 14 business days to complete each services. So whether that's me writing your business plan or that's me completing the 5 grants for you, okay? So yeah, if you are interested, you want to know more, you want to know if you're eligible for these opportunities, you want clarity and reassurance, you want to go over some business challenges that you've been facing, and you simply need a really good experienced business bestie, right? A small business development coach like myself, book a $47 call. The link is in the description. It's super worth it because literally you get the answers that you deserve so you can start executing today, okay? You're right, I don't have time. I work a lot. I take care of my husband, and that's why I need you to apply. I'm a hot mess. I get it. Where do I get your number from? So right now, I don't have a number. There is no number. I don't live in the United States, so I don't have a U.S.-based number, all right? I live abroad. I do a lot of international business too, friend. So in order for you to contact me, you literally have to book a one-on-one consultation with me, okay? And the reasons for why booking that consultation lets me know that you're serious, okay? If you're willing to invest and book a consultation with me, 45 minutes, so we can get down to it, then yeah, absolutely. If you just simply want to get started, right? You want to go get straight to it. You already know you need your business plan. Stop. Because Murphy is just like, stop. If you know for a fact, that you, yeah, Christina, I don't have a number, babe. I don't live in the United States. So I don't have a U.S.-based number. Every conversation that we have is all Zoom calls, okay? And I love Zoom calls because it allows me to record it for both of our reassurance, okay? So, yeah, that's that. However, so if you're gonna let a phone number stand in between your financial success or you getting some grants, then honey, I understand. You subscribe to my channel. I get it. I always drop some, new knowledge and stuff like that. And you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me whenever you feel comfortable. The link is in the description of this video. Okay, if you're watching me on your cell phone, you can just I think it's you drop down the title or something. I forgot how it works. Stop, Murphy. Murphy, what? All you doing is just what, Murphy? You want to be in it? You want to be in it? Look at you, Murphy. Stop. Okay, guys. So if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, go ahead and click the link inside of the description. I didn't want this live stream this morning to be too long, so yeah, okay. I just wanted to go over this grant briefly with you guys, okay? So I do have 2 other live streams where I dive deeper, but obviously you can always book a one-on-one call. We can dive deeper into it, or you can just hire me in general to complete this grant for you, okay? And 4+ other grants. I'm really excited. For the past couple of weeks, I've been looking for that perfect person to get this $1 million in grants. So this is the grant I've been talking about. So yeah, I'm hoping that you are the perfect candidate for this opportunity, okay? And most likely you are. And don't overthink these grant opportunities, okay? Don't overthink it. I understand it's like, oh, I don't have the time. But if you keep telling yourself you don't have the time, your ass ain't never gonna have the time. And the day that until you prioritize your business funding journey, that your business is not going to prioritize your pockets until you do that. You know what I mean? So if you keep telling yourself, I don't have the time, or if you keep telling yourself that, oh my God, I don't know. Or if you keep delegating the task or the part where you need to do the research, that part, if you keep delegating that part to somebody else and you keep trusting other people, this is how you keep getting burnt out. And then some of y'all actually like going in that whole cycle of getting burnt out because it doesn't cause for elevation and scaling. And I understand the doubts and fears that come behind scaling. Because when you've got to take yourself to the next level, it comes more responsibility, more accountability. It comes with more money, more responsibility. I totally get it, okay? But we ain't people. God ain't make us to literally be complacent and to be comfortable. Like that's not the human life cycle. That's not how this works. We literally start as infants. We grow, we develop, our mindsets develop, our careers develop, our friendships develop, our relationships develop. Literally, everything's supposed to develop and scale and go to the next level. So you being complacent, you continuing to go with the same type of scamming spirits that you know damn well them people scamming, but you keep going with them because your friends told you, and you know your friend ain't elevating. But you gonna go with them anyway because your friend told you, when really, in all reality, God done already brought you the person, which is the person that's talking to you right now, speaking nothing but the truth. Come on. Put the energy out there. Create your own reality, right? And let's apply for these opportunities so you won't have to continue to complain or put yourself in the mindset of, oh, I wish I could, but I just don't have the money. It's grants out here for you. I don't understand. And you want to know why a lot of people don't know about grants or still don't talk about grants? You have 2 reasons why. One is because not a lot of people are educated, right? They they don't know. Like they don't even know what a grant is. Like they don't know what the definition of a grant is. Okay, they don't know what that is, right? And then 2, you have the individuals who apply for opportunities, but they never got a grant. So they are discouraging and putting doubts and fears in other individuals, telling other individuals that grants are a scam. And that's not true. You have to think about when the other people are like putting doubts and fears and saying grants is not real, or what's the guarantees, or what are the you know how they like to say what's the kick or what's the catch. When you're dealing with people like that, right? Exit them out because they got too many doubts, and you don't want that doubtful spirit around you when you're trying to develop. Okay, no, because you also got to ask them or ask yourself, was I or are they really committed to their business funding journey? In other words, are you really committed to making sure that all of your documents are like the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, right? Did you really dive deeper into understanding who is a director, who is the person who is going to grant you the opportunity, That goes for loans, lines of credit, and credit cards too. You gotta really think, how committed are you? And if life is life and life is always in your face, baby, life is always gonna be in your face. So you gotta learn how to prioritize what's something that is gonna be the greater good for you in the near future. Because when I started my business 8 years ago, guess what? I was going through a lot of stuff. I was going through my first ever eviction, right? I had my car repossessed. I went through all of that stuff and I still started a business. I still kept going and I still kept pushing forward. Perseverance, faith, and belief. That's all you need. And God said all you need is the faith of a mustard seed, baby. Okay? So I'm hoping I'm motivating you and encouraging you to at least understand or research what grants are, or at least try to execute those steps that you already know you need to be taking to take yourself to the next level. Because you got a whole list at home. Like, you got your whole legal pad at home, friend, literally with all of these notes, and you ain't did shit. Like, and I'm being honest with y'all. Or you did do a little something, but you know you could do more. We 6 months, it's the halfway mark. So you gonna do the next 6 months the same way how you did the first 6 months of 2024, or we're gonna really for real get to it. I'm just a messenger, okay, friend? I'm just here to really see you flourish. All right? When is the deadline? There's no deadline, Rudy. Catherine said, link to book the call. It's in the description. Are y'all new to YouTube? Do y'all don't know how to work YouTube yet? I know a lot of people are kind of getting into YouTube. I've been on YouTube for over 5 years. So I've been doing this for a while. So I know if you're new to YouTube and it's your first time seeing a live stream or catching a live stream, you can actually tap on the title of this live stream and that will bring up the description, depending on if you got an Android or iPhone or not. I got an iPhone, so I think that's how that works, okay? Okay, yeah. It's no deadline for this grant. This is an annual opportunity. They give out this $2 million opportunity to over 400 businesses a year, Rudy. And so, therefore, they give out this, how they do is they fund it, right? They physically give the money out quarterly. Remember, there's 4 quarters in a year. The next 2 submissions for the rest of the year is going to be in September and November. Okay? This is a 7-month process. This is not a quick turnaround time. Rudy, if you're trying to get rich tomorrow, this is not the grant for you. Have a nice day. If you are trying to get rich, if you want a quick turnaround time funding opportunity, this is not the opportunity for you, Rudy. Have a nice day. Now, if you're willing to stick it out, because you know damn well in the next 7 months, you by yourself, you ain't gonna make $2 million, but this is the only opportunity and you willing to go through it, go through the 4-step process, it's only 4 steps, then this may be the opportunity for you, okay? In this live, I'm almost about to get up off of here, but I already, at the beginning of this live, I went over like how to apply for this and stuff, the 4-step process. I also have another live stream when I actually went deeper into the opportunity. So Murphy, what's up, Papa? And so you can watch those live streams. That way you can have an understanding. It is like an hour or so, but it literally dives deeper into what this grant is, how it works, who they're looking for, the qualifications, all of that stuff. Like all the questions you have, go watch that live stream. It'll give you everything. If you don't have the time to watch the live stream, book a one-on-one $47 call with me. I'll tell you everything you need to know in a shorter time frame, and then you can determine on whether or not you want to move forward. If this is your first time getting into grants, do not hire me. I am a seasoned grant writer, okay? I've been doing this for 8 years. I have a 71% successful grant writing rate. I'm not looking for someone, and I like for my clients to already know what's going on, okay? So if this is your first time, what I advise, I can still give you an alternative. Sign up for HelloSkip.com. It's a free app, a free website that has over 20 revolving grants in there for all business industries, no matter what sexuality, race, gender, or ethnic group you are a part of, no matter what business industry, as long as you are a US-based entrepreneur. HelloSkip.com is the perfect journey and to understand the logistics of grants and how they work. Okay? But if this is your first time, you don't really know too much about grants, things like that, Do not hire me, okay? Because in this process, say for example, we apply for these grants, you don't get approved or whatever the case may be, because whatever the reason is, we don't know. There's no guarantees with grants. But because you don't understand the process, what I advise is that you watch some more of my videos, get some reassurance, get some clarity on how grants work, and then apply for at least one grant yourself to get your feet wet, and then hire a grant writer, right? But give it a try yourself before you start kicking out your money. Because the reasons for why I'm giving you this advice is this is how you stop with impulsive spending, and this is also how you stop with scams. You know what I mean? This is how you are preventing those scams and fraud and stuff like that, because you're actually giving yourself the chance at giving it a try. And once you gave it a try and it took too much of your time, you understand how this process works, but you just are not confident in it, then you hire a grant writer, friend, okay? Then you hire a grant writer. But if you can do this on your own, and if you can give yourself the chance and the ability, even if it's just dedicating, just 30 minutes on a Saturday or on a Sunday, right? Because you got to prioritize, you got to dedicate some time to your business. So even if you do that and you apply for grants that's in the Hello Skip platform, that will give you an understanding. But if you already know about grants, you've heard about grants before, you've applied for grants before, then yes, and you want to apply for this grant opportunity, but you're not confident or you don't have the time, then I am your girl. Or yes, hire a grant writer. That's when I say you should hire a grant writer, okay? But I like for you guys to get the experience yourself, so that way you know when you do go to hire a grant writer, or when you do go to hire that person to complete that service for you, you already have understanding of how it works, so nobody could fraud you, nobody can finesse you. You feel me? Same thing with credit. If you actually went to or attempted to fix your own credit, right, you would know how the credit reporting agencies report, you would know how that whole entire process works. So in the event that it's like you need your credit fixed, you don't have the time to do all this stuff, the credit repair letters and stuff like that, then that's when you hire somebody to do your credit, and you can monitor that and know how that process works, because guess what? You've already fixed your own credit. This goes with everything every service that you decide that you want to invest in. This is what you are supposed to do. When people say do your research, this is what we're talking about. That's what we mean. Do your research. Oh, you can walk into Key Bank and go get a $100,000 loan. Can you? Let me go see for myself. Let me go walk in the bank myself. And when you actually attempt to do these things yourself, and if it doesn't work in your favor, then guess what? You just saved yourself hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So same thing goes for coaching and education. Same thing goes for that. If you feel like you can get enough knowledge through YouTube University to be able to give you clarity and reassurance to go to the next step before hiring that coach or consultant or that mentor, if you've gotten enough out of them, and if you've went through enough testimonials, if you've actually spoken to someone directly on how they were able to scale with that person, that's doing the research. Some of y'all want to get coaches because some of y'all want to be a part of my mentorship group. Well, I always tell y'all before you even hire me to be your coach, because I'm not cheap, but talk to somebody. I appoint y'all to somebody. Talk to somebody. Let's hop on a Zoom call with somebody I actually help. Let's do that. And this whole entire thing gonna be recorded because it's reassurance for both of us. This is so you know that I'm not a fraud and ain't none of that going on here. That is what we mean when we say do the work and take the time out to understand it. So the same thing goes for grants, okay? Instead of hiring a grant writer, try to do it yourself, right? I have some of my friends in here. Y'all have signed up for Hello Skip. Y'all know how I am. I'm always encouraging you. So, if you've already done it, you've already hired me to do a $10,000 grant for you last 2 months, beginning of the year. Yeah, of course, you can hire me to do these grants for you. You are the perfect person. We need to move forward, right? But if this is your first time, just give yourself the grace of, understanding how to do it yourself, okay? Yes. Rose Ty Williams, my friend, he says, thank you so much for the wisdom and understanding knowledge. You are my go-to sister and are ready to get this invention off the way, anyway, past due for me.
and I'm all in on your Zoom call. Yeah, let's do it. So the link is in the description. I'm going to see if I can try to post a link here for y'all convenience, but it is in the description. So you'll be able to book a one-on-one call. If it is easier for you to reach out to me like through Instagram or something, because I know like a lot of y'all on Instagram, then follow me on Instagram, superior.shelby with an IE at the end. Follow me on Instagram. You can DM me and I can send you the direct link there. You can DM me #grants and I'll send you the actual link through my Instagram DMs, okay? So it'll be more convenient. So if you want to book a one-on-one call, grant eligibility call, we're going over this grant, so many other opportunities. You can DM me on Instagram, superior.shelby, DM me #grants. I'll send you the direct link, or you can click the link in the description of this video, okay? I was trying to post it, but unfortunately I can't. Okay? Peace and blessing, you guys. It's an amazing Friday, all right? It's Friday. I ain't got no job, but I definitely got shit to do, okay? So I love you, friend. I don't know if I'll dedicate some time later on this evening. I don't know. You guys let me know on my community post if you want me to come back on here or on Instagram Live. To talk more about this opportunity and any questions you guys might have, okay? But enjoy the rest of your day, all right? Book a one-on-one call with me. Follow me on Instagram, superior.shelby. DM me #grants so that way I can send you the direct link. It's a $47 call, super worth it. We go over this $2 million grant and so many other opportunities for you, okay? I love you guys. Peace and blessings, and have the rest of your weekend, okay? Have a great day. Bye. Peace.